8-3 against Colorado. Yeah, the Leafs are a contender, right? Let's talk about this game. We'll do a quick recap, talk about a few players. Auston Matthews, Jack Campbell, I think, would be a good start. And then the question, are the Leafs legitimate contenders? So let's get right into it. First period, fast start by the Toronto Maple Leafs. What was it? 4.5 minutes in, William Nylander scores off a beautiful sauce pass from John Tavares. He snipes over the glove, 1-0. 3.5 minutes later, a little bit less, it's the fourth line working. Simmons is in front of the net. Ritchie's in the slot. Ritchie's back with Simmons and Spezza. I love that group together. Ritchie gets a shot. Simmons, body in front of the net, hits off his stick. Spezza's there, beats his man to the net, puts it in the open cage, and there we go, 2-0. And then about 7 minutes after that, it's Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner, Michael Bunting's turn. Now, I haven't filled in any gaps in between these goals, but the Leafs were all over him. Every single line. The only line that struggled, or player that I could see, like Kampf didn't do much this game. To be fair, Engvall didn't do much until his goal. Joey Anderson was in the lineup. He didn't do much either. But let's just be honest. It was a battle of the top two lines. Tavares, Nylander, Kerfoot, and then Matthews, Bunting, and Marner. Matthews could add about 5-6 in the first period alone. He gets his 11th of the year at 14-24. And what a gorgeous goal in front of the net. And Michael Bunting gets the puck, dumps it in. He chases it. Goes around. Mitch Marner gets it. And Colorado leaves Auston Matthews all by himself. His back is to the goalie. He turns about 5,000 stick handles, throws a top corner. Like, in between the back bar and the crossbar. It was ridiculous. Makes it 1-0. His first goal. 3-0 for the Leafs, and I was absolutely shocked. I couldn't believe it. 3-0 against Colorado. I think after a road trip, it was going to be a very tight game. I know Colorado had scored, 5 goals in their last couple games. They kicked Nashville's butt. 3-0. And it was going smooth. Jack Campbell had to make a few good saves, I must admit. And then with 0.3 seconds left in the first, Nathan MacKinnon, I believe it was, feeds Sam Girard. He takes a shot. Jack Campbell just loses that left post, goes in, 3-1 going into the second period. So the end of the first and second period, and the turmoil begins, and the Leafs go back to the old Leafs, and I go back to being an old Leafs fan, where it is however, for some reason, I feel more confident in this team. Even when they were giving up tons of chances, I'm a little bit more relaxed. There's some ease there. And it's Jack Campbell. And Jack Campbell allowed the Leafs to win 8-3 today. He made some spectacular saves, some timely saves. Yes, Nazem Kadri, was it even Nazem Kadri who scores? I swear it was Valeri Nichushkin. It was. It says on TSN, Nazem Kadri. I'm pretty sure it was Nichushkin. Anyway, yeah, they score with 11:57 in, so 8 minutes to go. It hits off Nazem's chest, drops down. Nichushkin goes to his backhand, puts it in. Maybe it's Kadri. I don't know. I don't care. It was 3-2, and that was a little bit of a panic. However, I still felt confident in Jack Campbell. Travis Dermott scores less than a minute later off a knuckle puck, basically. And let's be honest, after it was 4-2, you're like, okay, the Leafs can do this. They got the best goalie here, and he's spectacular. 16:28 into the second period, John Tavares then decides to score. Nylander doesn't get a point on this play, but I really liked his work getting the puck to TJ Brody. He puts it on net. It barely hits Alex Kerfoot in front of the net. Tavares finds it. It's like a little stick handle, puts it through. Him hitting, I think it was Magna. What were they, around the hash mark or top of the circle? He's on his back. He's on his butt. gets up, drives right to the net, slides in between Jack Johnson and Kerfoot, and he's got silky hands in that close. And he's just a bull. No one goes for him. I don't even know where the other defender was. He puts it around the goalie. Sweet, 5-2. And then third period, Leafs start out fast again. Austin Matthews, Michael Bunting, Mitch Marner. This one was just the exact same thing, basically, from the first one, but on the other side. Matthews is in the corner. Bunting's in the corner. They're fighting for it. This is from TJ Brody. Dumps it back in. Matthews there, below the goal line. Bunting's there. Bunting's the one who gets it. Feeds it to Marner. Matthews goes right to the net, and Bowen Byram forgot who he was playing against because he let him go. Mitch Marner finds him. They mentioned on the broadcast how at the end of each warm-up, they do just blind passes. Well, here's another one. And Matthews just outwakes the keeper. Was it Johansson, I think, was the goalie for Colorado? It did help that they were playing against him. Colorado probably wishes they spent a little bit more money on Grubauer, I think. Like maybe offer him an extra $1 right now because Darcy Kemper's hurt and this is not going to work. Or injury prone, let's say. Anyway, Austin Matthews outweights him. He scores 6-2. Game carries on. I still think the Leafs are, they're starting to edge away even more. Yes, even up 6-2. Then Austin Matthews, it's 4-on-4. And Jake Muzzin doesn't get an easier assist than this. It's Nylander and Tavares, they're generating chances. Then Austin Matthews comes off the bench, and all Muzzin does is do a little backhand pass and says, "Here you go, Austin, skate." He does, blows past the defender, shoots it short side, post and in. His hat trick makes it 7-2. Less than 2 minutes after that, Pierre Engvall, same kind of shot, a little bit closer to the center of the ice, but attacks the defender with speed. We all know Pierre Engvall can skate, and sometimes he can shoot. He shoots here, he scores, it makes it 8-2. And put icing on the cake to make it 8-3. Nazem Kadri gets his 200th goal on a beautiful play by Landeskog and McKinnon on the power play. Good on him. Good on him. Leafs win 8-3. And to be honest with you, fast start, destroying Colorado, and revert a little bit back to their old ways. Thank you, Jack Campbell. And then all they needed was a little bit of life. And if you give Toronto an inch, they're going to take a mile, and they did here. Took advantage of the Colorado Avalanche when they gave them space. And Colorado literally let Toronto just beat them down and wear them down. And those top two lines were going back and forth, back and forth. And Keefe was brilliant with it. Austin Matthews has a great shift. Let's throw Tavares out there. Oh, Tavares' line has a great shift. Let's throw Matthews back there again. And that worked. And they were just feeding off each other. It was like one-upsmanship. Do it all season, please. And in the playoffs. Speaking of Austin Matthews, mustache gone. I think they said he raised over $147,000 to Men's Health. Phenomenal. Mustache is gone. Gets a hat trick. Brilliant. Jack Campbell. Yeah, he let in 3 goals, but the way he played, this game could have got out of hand. As in, Toronto had the lead and they give it up because Colorado got a lot of chances. Jack Campbell was solid, as he always seems to be, minus that one Pittsburgh game. Team USA, you got to take him. You have to. Come on, right? If he carries this play, it's a must. Am I right? The big question after this, and what's Toronto a 5-game win streak, is are they a Stanley Cup contender? Yes. At the beginning of the year? No. Right now, yes. Toronto, that played like this, are Stanley Cup contender. Do I think they're going to, slow down? They're going to hit a wall a bit, go downhill? Yes. And then they'll have to climb back up again? Yeah, that's going to happen. But this Toronto Maple Leafs team, this team that plays this way, that can take Andre Cash out and throw Joey Anderson in, Kyle Clifford in, Semyonov in, whoever else in. Liljegren come out, Hall can come out, Dermott can come out, and they just swap in. It doesn't matter if it's Wall in net or Campbell. They're a good team, and the way they're playing is working, and it's playoff-style hockey, and it's exactly what Keefe and all Leafs fans want and need. A team that plays like this is a Stanley Cup contender. Let me know down below what you thought of the game. the Leafs right now, would you consider them Stanley Cup contenders? Do you think their play is gonna halt a bit? Are they gonna go back down to reality, or is this the new reality? Let me know. Thanks again for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Appreciate it. As always, go Leafs go.